Well, good morning everybody and a happy new year. This is the first walk of 2023. It's the 2nd of January. Going for a local walk from my house. It's going to be over two hills, Knockmountain and then Barscube Hill. It's a circular walk. I've had a bit of snow on Hogmanay into the 1st of January, so it's quite icy today, so just taking my time and I'll do a little bit of film as I go around. Looking north there towards Ben Lomond, and in the centre is the summit of Knock Mountain, and then coming round in the centre now is Barscube Hill, just there in the middle, so we'll try and get over there if it's not too icy later in the walk. And there away in the east you'll see Glasgow. So it's started off quite really sunny, but the cloud is building up now, so we'll see how the walk develops. So the sun's coming and going a bit. Still very frosty down here though, but the good thing is this path gets quite waterlogged, so it's managed to freeze up a lot of the boggy areas, which makes it a bit easier. During the lockdowns I used to come out this way quite a lot because it's just a walk from the house, and it's a great way of just keeping a bit of fitness up for the bigger hills. This Christmas period's been better than the last couple. We've had quite a few cold days, and even though it's not been very sunny, we have had a few frosts and a couple of snowfalls too, so it's been a bit more seasonal, which is good. This bridge and the area around about it is always very boggy, but it's not too bad today. The ground's all frozen and makes it a lot easier. So that's us up now at the summit of Knock Mountain. Looking down there to the southwest you've got the Renfrewshire Heights. And then coming around you've got the Corlick Hill wind farm, and coming round in the centre there you've got down towards Port Glasgow and then Greenock, and over to the Firth of Clyde. You've got the Gairloch coming round to Helensburgh, and then following round further you've got Ben Lomond there, a bit of cloud just starting to catch the summit of the Ben, and then coming round this way is where we're heading next, over towards Barscube. So that's us now onto the connecting path between Knockmountain and Barscube Hill. To be fair, it's a bit rough at places, this walk. Much better again in a day when it's frozen, it's not as boggy. But it gives you a circular loop, which is good. Always like if you can have a varied route rather than having to return to the same way. And that's Barscube Hill just there in the centre that we're heading across to. So I reckon we're about halfway between Knock Mountain and Barscube Hill now. The path gets better at this point. There's a definite path through the gorse bushes and shrubs, and we'll keep going with that, and probably in about 15 minutes we should be up at the summit. So it's really pleasant walking through the forest here. There's a few Scots pines dotted around and birch trees. The sun's coming back out again too, so nice to catch a few rays. Plus I love that crunch of the snow. There's two loch-ins that we pass on the way to Barscube Hill, and this is the first one. So it's all frozen over after last night's frost. And this is the second loch-in. So from here it's just a short pull up to the summit. Definitely a bit of a shower activity down there over the Renfrewshire Heights, but we seem to be escaping it here. So we'll just continue along the path and then we head up to the left in a short distance. So it's just the last couple of minutes approaching the summit. I can see the trig point ahead. At one point I had thought of heading further north today, maybe doing something higher, perhaps one of the Munros round about Bridge of Orchy, or even maybe Ben Lomond, but we'd have had to get up very early and the cloud is down now on the summit of Ben Lomond, so with the risk of black ice and, to be honest, just a wee bit lazy because it's only the 2nd of January, I thought the local option was probably best. And it also saves on these fuel costs too, which is another consideration these days. You can just see the trig point there, peering up in the horizon. So, and a wee bit of sun for us too, which is absolutely brilliant. So once you get up here, you'll get a fantastic panorama, like just starting to appear now. You'll see up the Clyde towards the Erskine Bridge, Glasgow, beyond, much clearer out to the east. But it is a nice wee viewpoint. While the sun's out, we'll do the quick 360. So this is looking out to the west. You've got Corlick with the wind farm there. In the middle ground, where the forest is, you've got over towards Knockmountain, where we've come from, and then continuing round, you've got the Gairloch and Ardmore Peninsula. Coming round further, you can see down towards Dumbarton. Before that, you've got Ben Lomond there with the cloud on top, and then coming round towards Dumbarton Rock and the old Kilpatrick Hills, and over towards the Erskine Bridge in Glasgow, and then away out to the far east, and also you've got the wind farm down at Whiteley, and then just back round again. So we'll just wrap up the video for today at the summit. It's just a short one, first trip for 2023. Hope you've enjoyed it. With any luck we'll be able to do some higher hills over the next couple of weeks. Once we get into the early spring and the days get longer. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to hit subscribe if you've not already done so, and also you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll put the links on the screen. Look forward to catching you in the next adventure. All the best.